Diana Gaddis, realtor, community market leader, savvy Florida agent, digital marketing specialist here on the shorelines of Fort Myers Beach. And it is a gorgeous morning here. Yes, it is. It is first light. The sun is rising. Look at this beautiful water. Oh, and it is warm. What a gorgeous morning it is. It is Sunday morning. I always start my mornings every morning with exercise, prayer first, exercise before I even get out of bed. I'm thanking the good Lord for another day. Absolutely. Thank you, Jesus, for this beautiful, gorgeous day. Thank you so much for the many blessings in my life. Thank you for the opportunity to be here on YouTube, here on shorelines of Fort Myers Beach. Thank you for these wonderful people that always view in. I'm so appreciative and so grateful. And I have to show my turtle. Look at that turtle back here. You know, prayer of Jabez is one of my favorite prayers. Oh Lord, bless me, increase my territory, lay your hands upon me, protect me from evil, and that I may not cause pain. I'm so graciously grateful. I expect good things to happen to me and through me today. I expect financial increase to me and through me today. So graciously grateful for every single day. So graciously grateful for the opportunities that I have. So graciously grateful for beach life, salt life. So here along the shorelines of Fort Myers Beach, the water is gorgeous. There are people out watching the sunrise. It is morning, early morning. So real estate in this area has remained constant. You know, there was I think over the course of the last year, there have been changes, yes, in real estate, in the real estate market itself. And there has been a slowdown in this area, particularly when property came on the market. Uh, Buyers were coming in from all over the place, and there were many bidding wars going on. And I think that was going on all over the place and in many parts of the U.S., and especially here. Well, here currently, property is on the market, and there's a lot to choose from. And the days on the market has increased, yes. However, there is still many buyers coming in to purchase these properties, and they are wonderful opportunities here. The homes and properties in this area, the list price, and the sales price, and they're 95% range of getting that list price. So there's usually only about a 5% variation. Now, homes in the area off island are priced, and I go by square footage. Homes off the island are priced at about $245 a square foot, up to $350 a square foot, depending on the location and the age of the home. Now, there are some homes, and I have found them, and I'll be showing them later on today in another live video, condominiums especially. Many condominiums. I have found some condominiums in off island under $200,000. There's individuals that are just wanting to get rid of their properties, and some of these properties are priced at $190 a square foot. That is a tremendous investment. That is a tremendous opportunity to increase your real estate portfolio, have a second home, have a rental income, have a resort living passive income, if that's what you're looking for with regards to real estate. Now, on island, prices vary a little bit more. When I say on island, Fort Myers Beach is located on an island. You have to cross a bridge to get over here. And there is a bay area. There's a barrier of water between Fort Myers Beach and Fort Myers. In Sanibel Island, property prices are a little bit higher, actually quite a bit higher per square foot. There's a lot of new builds, and the new builds are around $1,000 a square foot. And these are luxury homes. And the luxury homes that are along the waterfront, that are on the islands, range now, I've seen them from $600 a square feet on up to about $1,250 a square foot. And the prices vary based on lot size, location, age of property. Now, of course, if you live on island and you are financing your property, you are going to be required to buy flood insurance. If you're a cash buyer, then flood insurance is an option. Advantages of buying property on the islands is the rate of return for investments, but also the income, the rental income for vacation rentals. Now, that has changed right now for a little while. However, it is still available. And what I mean by changed a little bit, I'll give you an example. On Sanibel Island, one of my friends is renting his property, and due to the tax increases and the insurance increases, that has changed his revenue stream, as you can imagine. So the cost or the rental price is relative to those cost increases. However, due to, we have some fishermen here, due to the overage, I mean, the increases of those items, increasing rent at good morning, increasing rent at a higher percentage, more than 5 to 7% in the area, limits the amount of individuals that were willing to pay that in rental costs. However, there are people that want to. But as a result, this individual has had to come down a little bit and reducing his rental income by $6,000 to $7,000 a year. That's a significant amount when you're looking at, and this is property that was mortgaged. That's another thing. Let's talk about leverage. You know, leverage in property. I appreciate individuals that take the equity out of properties to obtain more properties that are rental income and create that revenue stream. However, at this point in time, if you're just getting into those kinds of investment opportunities, it might be a little bit volatile and the risk is a little higher. And that's due to the fact that there are rent caps. Rent caps meaning that in some areas, not in this area yet, but you never know when policy is going to change. Rent can only be raised by 5%. Well, a 5% rent cap, and I know that's more on commercial properties than it is on private ownerships. However, when you're competing with those kind of rent caps and rent prices, you're still in that market too. It affects you as a private owner, as a private portfolio owner in those investment properties. because now it's a comparative of what is available in the area and how much you individually are charging for your property. So to say that one isn't affected is wrong. It is most appropriate to say that you are affected by it, because you have to pay attention to those kinds of things, because it comes to supply and demand and in comparison to what is available. So as a private investment owner in property, and you're renting your property out, pay attention to those kinds of concerns. Also, taking, there's a lot to be said for taking the equity out of a property to obtain other properties that are bringing in a revenue stream for you. And it does work. However, when there's policy changes and there's economic changes, that too is a little bit more volatile. There's more risk involved when you're making those kinds of decisions. And that has been proven time and time again. For those of you that remember Carlton Sheets, and there was a whole program back in the 80s and the 90s, Carlton Sheets, and he taught individuals and sold training programs on how to purchase properties and multi-units, and how to use and leverage resources in order to do that and create a revenue stream, monthly revenue stream that was quite adequate for individuals. And it's still doable. However, there again, economic changes, policy changes affected property ownership and these revenue streams. And that individual had to file bankruptcy and took a tremendous loss. And there's many individuals that go through those kinds of things when they leverage properties. And if you're one that can live through that, all the more power to you. I am not. I cannot. I like to take a little bit safer route. I like to have more cash and more equity as opposed to more debt. That's just what I choose. And everybody chooses differently. With that, do I have the same rate of return? Actually, I have a higher rate of return because I have less debt. When you have less debt, your income goes further. When you have properties that are paid, the revenue stream is higher. Because you're not paying on that debt, and you're not paying the interest on that. Now again, everybody has their own decisions to make as to how they choose to do their real estate investments. I just find it less stressful and more equitable when debt is paid and I actually own more. I own more than what I owe without the revenue stream. And so that also brings on other implications. That also brings on the fact that, okay, so now I'm going to have to pay probably more taxes as opposed to having more tax write-offs. Well, okay, so I have to pay a little bit more. Am I happy with that? No. However, I am at peace, and I live at peace. And because of that peace, my quality of life is better. So there's many property opportunities here at Fort Myers Beach. I saw there is a condo that's available right on the beach around the $350,000 range as a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo. There are deals here. There's a quarter-acre lot available for approximately $500,000. And those are relatively low prices for the area. Many of the properties and lots are going for much more. Will the price come down in the future? Well, I think they will. I truly believe that those property prices are going to come down. I think that although there's limited amounts of property available on islands in areas like this, and there are commercial investors that are purchasing the main lots for business in the central island restaurant and shops area for a higher rate. And these are developers, and these are commercial developers. They are investing a lot of money in the area. I think these prices that are in this area are priced on the past price points as well as future price points of the properties and future potential. Now, these properties that are available for vacation rentals currently, the rate of return and the income that they are producing is relatively high. So that weighing with the price, the high rate of return that you can have from vacation rentals in relationship to the cost of the property, when you're making that kind of a comparison, the properties are priced well. There's opportunity here. There's opportunity for fix and flip here on the island with sweat equity. The rate of return for your sweat equity investment and monetary investment in rebuilding some properties or building brand new is tremendous. There are rental income properties for vacation rentals that obtain in peak season at peak time anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 a week. That's significant. When you look at the cost of these properties in relationship to that kind of a revenue stream opportunity, well, the price is relative. So again, it's a personal decision on how you view your real estate investment and what your real estate goals are and what you are willing to invest, leverage, and obtain. Diana Gaddis, realtor, community market leader, digital marketing specialist. I take your property to the masses through a strategic digital marketing campaign, and it is strategic. So if you're looking to sell your property in the Fort Myers, Sanibel area, and what you've experienced recently has been a steady no-go, let's take a look at what we can do. Again, I have a strategic digital marketing specialist that obtains thousands of views for your property, taking it to the masses so that the right buyers have access to what is available. which meets your goals as a seller. So here along the shorelines of Fort Myers Beach, it is turtle season. So the Turtle Club, members of the Turtle Club, volunteers of the Turtle Club are out here walking the beach looking for turtle tracks because there's a lot of turtle nests. What a life. This life can be yours. It is a gorgeous morning. Are we seeing any dolphins out here? Oh, yes, there are. Out there. Up, right. I don't know if I got it, but I saw a couple dolphins out there. Oh, let me see. Well, you know, they're here for breakfast right now. Sometimes they come very close to the shoreline. It's very exciting. Oh, there's one. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I got it. Oh, there's another one. Let's see. And sometimes I don't like to have my phone and be on camera because I like to enjoy the scenery, which means looking at the beautiful seashells on the ground, looking at the dolphins in the ocean, watching the pelicans dive down for their morning breakfast. Looking for turtle tracks along the shoreline. Let's see. I don't know if I'm going to get the dolphins on here. So again, the cost of the real estate on the island, well, that's relative because, you know, if this is something that you can do every morning, isn't it worth every penny? I think it is. It comes to quality of life. And this too is a wonderful opportunity to offer your family members as tremendous memories during the holidays and vacation. Imagine having your grandchildren growing up going, yeah, Grandma and Grandpa Florida. It's where we go for Christmas. It's where we go for Easter break. It's where we go for spring break. It's where we go for Christmas break and Thanksgiving. Now, for those individuals that live here during those holidays, I'm still looking for the dolphins. Because they're here. I saw them. I don't know if I got them on video. So those individuals that live here, what do we do during Thanksgiving? We go boating and fishing. So on Thanksgiving Day, it's not turkey, it's fish and lobster. Oops. Yes, no, it's turkey. Oop. Yep, no, it's fish and lobster. Island life is a tremendous life. You do have to have the right kind of properties here on this island. You know, there are things that you do have to prepare for because it is an island. Weather matters. It matters here. So following the precepts of what is required for buildings and building properties is important because safety and security is important. We want to preserve what we invest. Maybe you can see a dolphin in the background. Anyway, we want to preserve what we invest, which means that we are going to follow the precepts of what is required to live here on this island, to have a secure home that is safe against intrusion, of weather intrusion. The opportunities are endless. I hope you're on this channel because you want to invest in real estate and you want to learn about the real estate market in this area. It is a gorgeous morning here on Fort Myers Beach. In the background, looking for the dolphins. You know, now is a good time to buy. People talk about, oh, I'm going to wait until the interest rates go down. I don't think these interest rates are going to be going down. You know, 6% has been the norm for a long time before we saw the 3%, 4%, and 5%. We might get down to 5%. Now that would be a good, that's better than it is currently. However, seeing the 3%, I don't know if we'll see 3% mortgage interest rates again. But one never knows. The way they print money in this country, that's another thing. Don't you wish you could live like that? Printing endless amounts of money and having a tremendous amount of debt? And that's okay. No, it's not okay. If we lived like that in our household, we would be filing for bankruptcy or we would be prosecuted for not paying our bills. Did you know that Japan owns the majority of our debt and we are indebted and we have a lot of interest that we have to pay to them? And then the second country that owns the majority of our debt is China. The implications of that is a little scary. Diana Gaddis, realtor, community market leader, digital marketing specialist. I'm here to bring your property to the masses through a strategic digital marketing campaign that gets thousands of views for your property. Here along the shorelines of Fort Myers Beach, looking for the dolphins at sunrise, finding the treasures along the shorelines, one of the most gorgeous shelling areas here in Sanibel Island. You have a blessed Sunday. May the good Lord bless you and bring favor upon you as you move throughout your day. In Jesus' mighty name, amen.